Airheads podcast, starring me, Kelly McKee, and my best friend ever, Amanda Katz.
It's me, Amanda Katz.
Amanda Katz. I had literally had a thought the second before I did an introduction, and I couldn't wait to say it, and now I don't have it.
Guys, Kelly made me smoke weed.
Oh, because we were talking about the Do Not Disturb Dungeons and Dragons. Oh, yeah, you're right.
What?
That I made you smoke weed, and I started the episode like that.
Yeah, and now you're like not remembering what you were going to say a second ago.
I just kept kind of
make us smoke weed, but
yeah. Okay, so I guess we're going to talk about weed right now. I mean, whatever. So the thing is that I'm starting to get into dangerous territory with my weed relationship.
Yeah, I could see that.
Because life is free and life is great. And like, there's nothing like stopping me from smoking. Yes. And like, there's definitely times where I smoke and it backfires and I don't get off the couch and it enhances my ADHD paralysis times a million. Mm-hmm. But like I find my good hybrids and sativas and I just am like,
and I feel like now that you're smoking all the time now, it's just like, you're more like tolerant.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And that's the dangerous territory is tolerance and hitting a bong and being like, I still feel totally fine. Yeah. But I also am glad that I'm here because, I struggled for so long. I would get so high. It was not appropriate.
I feel like that was so many moons ago. I can't even remember when.
Oh my God, no, it was so recently. And no, it lasted so long. That's what I'm saying. I'm getting into dangerous territory now. Because I would still get so high.
To smoke like 25 blunts a day. You were not getting so high all the time.
No, I know. Okay, then maybe it's because we weren't around each other physically at this time. But when I had to stop smoking weed for 3 months, and then I had no tolerance, like I had everything. I hadn't smoked weed for 3 months.
I didn't think that lasted.
It lasted me like 3 years. Like I would still get so high. Like even when Liam
seen her in the last 3 years, I guess.
But even when like Liam was living with us, I was still getting like really high like that. I don't know.
So funny. I just feel like I don't smoke that much anymore, so I always get higher than you. But I just feel like I never even noticed. I could still like this has always been a thing. Like and honestly, when people talk about like you definitely can't outsmoke Snoop Dogg. It's not like I'm saying I can outsmoke Snoop Dogg, but I am saying that like I'm always going to be fine.
Yeah.
Like it's like gets to a certain point and it's like I've been to that so high point so many times. It's like literally doesn't faze me anymore. Like I can still I feel like be normal.
Well, that's why I'm like you even saying I'm always higher than you. I'm like I feel like I don't even ever notice that.
Yeah.
Like I'm never like, oh my God, you're so high. I just like when Lex is high, it's just so there's just some people that are so obvious. Yeah. And like, oh my gosh, Nicole, shout out Nicole, who has been smoking weed the same amount of time as us. Yeah. Every time she just takes one hit, she's like her eyes are completely glassed over red.
I can picture that a little bit. Laughing. I can definitely picture Lex.
She's like, where's the food? Like she is like so classically high.
So funny.
Even though she's been smoking, so I just don't understand. That's crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I just definitely had some times and it was like, oh my God, it was Ian's favorite thing. He would be like, you're going to get really high and we're going to go in public.
Oh my God, that's the worst. I like can picture this one time I ate an edible and like I went into the supermarket. Why did I call it the supermarket? The grocery store. And like everything seriously glows. And it's like, this is insane and like I don't like it.
Well, that's like weed is literally a psychedelic hallucinogen. I literally used to be so defensive of like weed being anything more than just a flower. Like it's literally a flower, which it is.
It is.
But a mushroom is also a mushroom that grows from earth.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I just remember one of my first semesters, even at CSU, so like 2 years ago, not that long ago. This guy was in like giving us a talk in class and he said that it was a hallucinogen and I was like dying laughing, taking pictures of it on the slide. Like this is the funniest thing ever. He was right. It is such a hallucinogen.
No. I feel like I'll get like tripped out off of smoking weed sometimes more than mushrooms.
Yeah, I mean I don't think I've ever done mushrooms.
Oh, it's awesome.
Oh wait, no, your birthday that 1 year.
That doesn't count.
But that was the word that was
no,
horrible.
that's like that was like I
know I really want to do them, but I'm so
it could have been like that. Like birthday could have been so fun, and there were parts of it that were so fun. But like when it got bad, it just got like so bad.
It was like so
that
weird.
It's like still when you like think about that birthday, it's like that was not.
that was like the lows outshine the highs. I will say that.
Bummer because it was a good birthday and like. I don't know. I love Ginny.
I know, but it's also like fun. Okay. Also, it's just like how much did we have there going to Ginnie Springs? Like Ginnie Springs, you have like a 90% chance of it being a fucking shit show.
Yeah.
That's just the energy that place exists.
I couldn't believe how much because we went. It was like Memorial Day weekend, so it was like extra poppin'. But I can't believe how much it felt like a music festival, but there was no music.
Oh my god! Okay, so let me paint a picture.
It was like insane. I was like, this is what it feels like when I walk around music festivals, but there's like less lights and no music. So it's.
But there was still music, but no one performing on stage.
Yeah.
So Ginnie Springs, if you're not from Florida, is it's like a natural spring place.
Yeah.
And it's also a campground. But it was like privately owned forever. I'm saying that in a past tense because I'm feeling like something changed with Ginnie Springs, but I don't know for sure. Let us know in the comments. But it was privately owned, so there was just like the national and federal and state laws did not apply at this place, and it was just crazy, but it was fun. And there was like campgrounds and you could go float down the river and then get off into different springs. And it's just like a vibe, but it's just like,
the water's super blue and stuff too.
Like so peak Florida vibes.
Yeah.
Like Florida man exists.
No, but like the energy Springs there is just,
Florida man. Yeah. And just free for all. And yeah, so it was just like really crazy.
And then we decided to eat some shrooms. And it's just like when you're like watching that energy around you on shrooms, it was like people started like tripping out.
No, it was like horrible. I literally locked myself in the truck for 6 hours and would only let certain a lot of people even speak to me.
Because it's like if that place was like somewhere else besides Florida and it wasn't that like energy,
oh my god, it would be the most
fucking awesome. No, and so beautiful. That's what I mean. It's like had all the potential to be so wonderful. It would be
the most serene, healing place you could possibly visit if it wasn't in Florida. I'm disgusted. Wait, that's so upsetting. Ginnie Springs, you need a rebrand.
Yeah.
Oh my god, like it really should be where you go for like spiritual trips. You could literally get baptized in the springs.
Yeah, and the way you just float down and look at all the beautiful nature, and then the water's so blue, and then you camp with your friends. Like it should be such like a cute night experience.
Good vibes.
But everyone's getting so fucking
drunk
off their ass, where it's
drunk.
Like insane,
not safe.
No.
And then not like our group. We're talking about like literally the entire population.
But I did black out.
Yeah, I mean we were too.
I don't remember like the night at all. Like I remember passing around like a bottle of vodka around the campfire and then nothing.
Yeah, I don't really remember either. I think I blocked most of that. I think I was still recovering from the day's activities. It was just like a lot. It was just like crazy. But that definitely was not like a good example of. Because it was also like I just think the people you're with, and I just like didn't really know a lot of them. It was so many people, and half of the group I like barely knew.
I'm picturing the whole lineup, and you know all of them.
I know, but it's like I don't like. Okay, we're gonna have to like leave these things out.
Okay, I was picturing you knowing them.
So I only allowed certain people in the car.
Yes, I pictured you knowing them.
Okay, we're back.
Okay, we're moving on. That was my Ginnie Springs experience. I don't even know.
That was Nana's birthday.
My like 24th birthday, I think it was.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Guys, this is the year at 10:30.
I like that you're planning or trying to think about planning like your 30th birthday and your 30th year, but you aren't 30 yet.
I know. Well, I told you that. I said I keep saying this is my 30th birthday, but I need to go back to what I do and just be like, no, it's my 29th year. And it's great.
Saying it like that.
I just live in the present. It's my problem. But I've been doing really good still, you guys. Mental health check-in. How are you doing?
Mental health check-in. I'm fine.
Yeah. Still tired.
No, like it's like the heaviness of it all has lifted.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel maybe like as much of a changed person as I thought I was going to. I'm kind of moving on from that, but still like it's just not as heavy. It's not as pressing. It's not as like, I'm like, okay, I'm still me. we're working through this, and we're gonna like take some steps, but stuff doesn't have to be immediate.
Yeah.
Like I was just feeling like the world like coming down on me there for a second.
Yeah.
And now it's just like, okay,
it's fine.
It's fine, and we're gonna take it and move on with it. But the thing that I wanted to talk about in this episode, I'm feeling like now because we're like high and like having fun, it's like a real damper on the mood. So I'm like, I don't know if you have something else you want to talk about.
No.
Basically, the world is ending.
Oh, yeah, the world is ending for sure.
And in so many different facets, and I feel like, not that we got away from the environmental aspect, but I think a lot of other things kept happening just socially and whatever, that like it was like hard to still deal with that whole aspect of it, like the like actual environment like coming to
we kind of talked about that on the pod.
What
we talked about
how well, just like not focusing on it so much right now.
I guess not. Okay, keep going. Sorry.
So I don't know. Basically, I think these fires in California have really like restarted like everyone's brains about like how important it is like to just start dealing with some of this stuff, because things are in every facet right now. Everyone's gone just too far. Everything's just too far. And we all really need to rein it back in. Like, we really need to do some, like, drastic lifestyle switches. And that's going to be so hard for people to do, because it is really, like, we need to make different lifestyle choices.
Yeah, and people don't want to give up their comfortability.
Yes. And this is tied to what we talked about before, like the Amazon thing. This girl laid it out today about, like, okay, Amazon is on the brink of like shutting down pretty much like every store. Like, you know, that's not far away. We see it happening right now, and it's like only going to keep getting worse. And like
only being able to get your stuff from one place is
exactly
terrifying.
And right now we're saving money by ordering off Amazon, but in the long term, when there's nowhere else for us to buy some, they're going to be able to price jack because they're a huge monopoly, and we're going to end up having to pay a shit ton of money anyway. And it's like, we need to not let it get to that point and really keep these small businesses open. Yeah. Like, it's like, we've talked about that a lot, and it's like something everyone knows, but I think like the way this girl like framed it, it's like these, like, it's almost like they're about to go extinct. Yeah. And it's like, we need to save them from extinction by like really changing our lifestyle choices. And it's like not doing the easiest, most convenient thing. Also, another point that someone made on a separate TikTok, this was just like the theme of my TikTok this morning, was the way AI is like ruining the environment. Like, you ask like AI like one question, and it's like there's this whole bot. Like, okay, she made the point and was, our old computers, you know, they used to have that box. Yeah. And they used to get super hot. Yeah. Now that we have phones and we have computers and whatnot, that thing still exists, but it's in like a centralized location somewhere with like all of them together. Oh my God,
I've never known that.
Yeah, and it's just like getting so fucking hot, and like ChatGPT, specifically to cool it down in there so it doesn't like overheat.
I've always wondered why people are saying it about the water.
Yeah, I know. I was confused about that too, and she didn't go into the water thing so much, but just like the heat that this is literally emitting. Yeah, and it's like each question it gets asked, it's like more and more. Like, I think AI is different than like the technology we use. Like, still same kind of area, but like ChatGPT and AI just becoming like really bad with it, and it's like more and more people start using it for everything. It's like, we need to be choosy about what we ask it. We can't just start asking it for our grocery list, or
like, God, I know just like people saying little like, just things, like a search engine,
or just like talking to it. Like the amount of people that are probably just talking to
that is okay. I shouldn't judge people, but like that is so weird.
Yeah. So that was a couple of things that this person pointed out. These are kind of two separate things. Another thing she pointed out was big banks are basically using all of our money to fund things like war. And we need to put our money into these like smaller credit unions that are like local, because like banks literally all these big banks control all the money, and so that's like what's being used to like fund these things. And she was saying that like they hold some of the most valuable information because they track all of our spending. They know exactly everything we want to like do and spend. Like, so it's like these people are making so much money off that information.
Yes, they're literally like us. It's like being like the social media thing.
Yeah.
Like us just being on our phones is making other people money off of our information and our attention.
Yes. And I'm gonna pull, because I've just basically talked about this whole TikTok, so I want to give this person credit. So
I know. Oh my God, you read my mind. I was gonna tell you to pull up the name.
I'm gonna pull it up.
Oh my God, that was like a lot of information.
Yes.
Everybody needs to follow her.
Her name's Sky Fisher.
Okay, shout out to you, Sky.
And
Fisher.
her like @ thing is Sky Fisher for Skyfish.
Okay, take a screenshot and send it to me.
Okay.
Slay.
But they're not slay.
Well, slay for her spreading that information.
For sure. And there might be like one other topic that I like didn't cover either. So definitely give that a listen. But also another weird aspect of like the way my like TikTok this morning was just like very end of the world kind of deal.
Oh my God.
The woman was saying like how it's just feels really weird that these like huge fires are happening right now like in LA. Mm-hmm. Like it's almost like universal, like biblical.
Oh, like, no, I've thought about it. And, it's so weird.
And it's like literally like the start of the end of the world. And I think the way, I don't know like which way it's going to go, if it's for better or for worse, but the way these people who have so much money and pride themselves on things of like buying and purchasing and having this money to be able to have these nice things.
And making us all want
home getting completely destroyed. They are gonna have like an ego death and like think about the fact that
I see what you're saying.
Not all of this stuff means so much. And when it's so many of these people that have so much money, like all the big
and
wealth
power.
And power is like in LA, and it's like all of you guys really do need to check yourself.
Wow.
So hopefully it's for the better maybe in that situation, but it does feel like bigger. And it feels like the start of like a lot of natural disasters.
Yeah, I just like think about like the people that like live in LA that's like these houses have been passed down for generation and generation and generation, and like their house is burnt down and there's no way they're going to be able to buy a house in LA. You know what I mean? Like you've lived there your entire life. Your family has lived there. I
wonder how many people that is though in LA. I feel like all of it's been taken over.
No, there's definitely areas where like people have held on to their homes and now they're just going to come in and offer them a shit ton of money for it. And then they're going to have no choice but to leave LA. That's just so sad. Like to like not be able to stay in the place that you've always been. Yeah, I don't really know. It's all really scary, and it definitely is not normal. Like what's going on, and like all of them are like saying that it's not fucking normal. But I just don't know. I mean, the ego death thing is definitely like really interesting, but I also feel like after like the bad hurricanes and stuff, like Asheville getting hit by a hurricane, people are like climate change, like Asheville does not, but it being LA with all the stars and everything. That's what
I'm
like,
saying. It feels different when it's LA specifically.
Yeah.
Like not
which
even
is
just
annoying.
California, but it's like LA is such like the mecca for like every thing we consume media wise at this point.
Yeah, it will be hard for them to push that one under the rug. But like in Asheville, like I'm pretty sure people still are not doing good. Like out there. It's like 100%. It's like so not okay. People need help. I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm scared. I don't know what to do, but I'm just gonna keep living every day like it's not happening.
Yeah. Or we change some of our lifestyle in certain aspects.
Okay, like, so what's some aspects that we could change our lifestyle?
Like shopping local, not ordering off Amazon. I know this was the thing we tried to do before, but it feels more serious
I didn't order off Amazon for a long time, and I still don't have my own Amazon account.
Like,
but I
mad at you for it. I'm like, Kelly, like it's so fucking easy. Like,
and then you say, I know this is a thing we tried for.
No, I mean we as a collective.
Oh, yeah.
Because I feel like there was a time for a little while where everyone was like boycotting Amazon for a little bit.
Yeah. And I mean, I still like tried not to, but I definitely just send it to Ian and say, order this off your Amazon for me.
I don't usually try not to. But
it's just like, I just feel like Amazon stuff is whack AF anyways. Also,
but then I'm like, reviews.
I know, but then I'm confused because it's like, a lot of people sell their stuff on Amazon. Like small businesses.
Are they the ones getting
I guess
though?
I guess we're getting into a whole economic conversation that we're not
sure.
qualified on. But yeah, okay, so the Amazon. I
don't know. I feel like I just named it. All the stuff. I can't recap.
You didn't name anything to change our life.
No, what I was saying before.
Well, I know, but what could we do to change our lifestyle habits besides not ordering on Amazon? That's all you said.
I know, but like, what I'm like gonna have to go back and reiterate what I just said. Like when I went on the whole spiel, and now I'm I can't remember all the points. Don't use ChatGPT. You know,
don't use ChatGPT.
Like I don't remember all of the things I just hit, but I think I hit the ground.
Okay, I forgot you did say other stuff. Okay, I'm gonna have to listen back when I edit. I'll make a list. I'm like, bitch, you didn't name anything. Me not listening. Okay. It's like the way that we haven't done an intellectual or airhead moment in.
It's weird how they just don't come to me at all anymore.
I know. I don't understand it either. And then I try to think so hard, and I'm like, I don't fucking know.
But it's not even something that crosses my brain. Like I don't know how it fully just stopped. But I liked that. I'll bring it back if I think of one.
I know. I try to think. I try to keep it at the forefront, the conscious forefront, and it literally doesn't come up. But I'm also like, I just feel like I haven't even been doing anything. I just haven't been doing anything.
We went to Breck and got an Airbnb.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I was like, whatever.
And
yep,
it was super fun.
And I had my ski lesson, if you remember from the last episode.
It her best day ever.
It was my best day ever, period. It also was further proof that if you just say you're having the best day ever, you'll end up having the best day ever. And yeah, I got to do a lesson, and my skill level is a random place to be taking a lesson, I feel. So I ended up in a private for group lesson prices. Yeah.
I told you that was going to happen.
I know. I was so happy. I just felt it too. But I was like, I don't know. It's a Saturday. And I just thought that they were going to if I was alone, I thought they were going to group me with somebody else. But there was only beginners, level 2. And then I was level 4.
Kelly's level 4.
Level 4 skier, bitch. Yeah. I'm going to do an S turn. So yeah, I had the best day ever. I literally slayed it. I felt so good. I loved my ski instructor. And yeah, then that's why I was like.
Then me and Kelly went and got Marg.
Yep.
That was fun.
I know. I'm like, should so Amanda, because I guess it's kind of a lot to explain, but basically they had a dog there, and if you know when you go skiing with the dog, you got to go chill at the car a lot and stuff. And so I was like, should I come to the car or should we go to the bar?
The bar.
I liked that I did that. Did you notice it?
When you texted me before, just now? Yeah,
before.
No, I noticed it just now.
Because you weren't saying it out loud.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. But yeah, and then we went to Breck. And okay, so I'm really upset because the drive from Keystone to Breck is so gorgy gorge.
Yeah.
But you were driving.
I mean, I've done the drive before.
Oh, okay.
It's not I've done the drive quite a few times.
Oh, okay, slay.
Yeah, but
because I was obsessing over it, and you were we were all really nervous, and I was like, oh.
It was just pretty icy, and I was driving, and it was snowing.
Icy. I was
and
on
so,
drugs.
And it's a windy road, so it's just you have to be careful around turns, and I don't know. I am from Florida, and I haven't driven in the snow and ice that much. I feel pretty confident in my skills, but I definitely like to try and be mindful and really pay attention when I'm driving. It's not very leisurely. Just looking at the views.
I was very leisurely in the passenger seat, obsessed.
Passenger princess for life. You really need
But I'm going to get a car. I really need what?
Something that says that.
I thought she was going to be you really need to drive. I was going to be okay, personality switch up.
No. I feel I want to get you a passenger princess pin to put on your side of the car or
something. Put on the seatbelt, and then when I have the seatbelt on, it's on me. No, a pillow. I need a pillow.
Okay.
But I'm going to get a car. I'm going to get a car, and then I won't be.
You'll still be the passenger princess. Let's be real.
I'm going to be driving. But I drove in snow the other day to go to Pilates, so yeah, I'm a Colorado girl. And then I'm happy.
How long is that drive, just so everyone knows?
4 minutes straight. 4 minutes straight. But then on the way home, I took the back roads because that's how I get home. Because, you know, Old Town's annoying without being able to do U-turns. And it was really snowy. I was skirt. But yeah, then we went out. It was really fun, but I drank so much.
She drank so much. She drank way more than me.
So much.
Like, but it was so fun. Like, you were being like really fun energy, Cal. And like, yeah, like when you get drunk, like, I don't know, it is like it's a good drunk. You're not a bad drunk at all. Like, it's like good. And I was like,
it was also my best day ever. So I was just being crazy.
And I was feeling bad because I was like telling her that I love her drunk, and I just like didn't want you to think like, I don't know, but I just did. It was so funny.
No, I love that. I would rather, I mean, I don't care what state of mind I am. If you tell me you love me, I am here to receive. I'm receiving that. But yeah, I don't know. I was just like acting so silly goofy. And then I just feel like there's like obviously a very strong character that lives inside of me. Mm-hmm. And it's like just the ADHD mostly, but like growing up being told you're so annoying and like having such a big personality, it's like, I still, no matter what, I'm always having a really big personality and I'm talking a lot, but like there is parts of me that I'm having to hold back or thoughts that I'm having to hold back because it's just like, I mean, you knew me young. Yeah. Like it's just like you can't even have a conversation with the real me. Yeah. Because I'm like, ah, and then that's just how it was being when I was drunk. I was just saying whatever came to my mind.
Funny. It was so funny. No, and like we are not getting to the end of the night yet, but when I went and laid down, like, and I was just listening to you talk, it was funny because you were just like you say this a lot when we're like talking on the podcast that you like you do not say stuff a lot. Yeah. And then you were just saying everything. It was less like just drunk and having fun. And when you were talking to Sam, like I just heard you asking the questions that I feel like you normally wouldn't ask. But so I bluntly. Need to know. Yeah. And I loved it. I know. I remember sitting on the floor with Sam being like, don't feel bad. Your parents are still together. Like, don't feel bad. You don't have trauma. No, you were saying that at the restaurant.
Well, I think I said it again.
Oh my God. I don't remember exactly what you were saying because I was pretty drunk too. But yeah, I was so drunk that I had to go lay down and Kelly was still up and yapping. And I was like, what is this?
Well, then I was so mad at everybody. I wasn't really like, because sometimes when I'm drinking, I do actually get really, really mad at everybody. And then it's not fun. It's all fun until it's fucking not fun. But then I got so mad at you bitches because y'all went to sleep and I was like, I went out for these hoes and they got me all wired because it's like the thing about me is like I'm so hyper, like drinking and going out and having fun and laughing and walking home in the cold. Mm-hmm. All of that is like very exciting for my ADHD, and for so sure. I'm like it's exciting, so wired. For everyone. And then we get back. Ian told me that we got back, and I said, "You guys are all awake. Let's have a dance party."
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I do remember you saying that.
Everyone's like trying to go to bed.
All of us were up for a second, but then you kept going. Yeah,
I was awake till 5 a.m. I was having conversations. Everybody went to bed by 2. Me and Ian went into our room at 2. Yeah. And I was up till 5 a.m. I was having conversations in my head, picturing what I was going to say on the podcast. I was laughing hysterically.
Kelly, do I not say this all the time that I lay in bed when I get home and I'm drunk and I think of everything I'm thinking is so fucking funny and I literally write it down to say it on the podcast?
It's like not funny.
No, and Taylor was even doing that at the bar.
Oh my God.
She was thinking everything was really funny and she's like, you have to say this story on the podcast. So I mean, I'll tell it now that we're talking about this, but it just was not funny. The stamp, and I told her this in the moment. I knew it was one of those situations. I said, Taylor, this happens to me all the time. I think things are funny and to say on the podcast and they're actually not. And she's like, no, this really is. Okay. So I got a stamp. When we went I only got a stamp because I went outside to smoke and then came back in.
Because I was like, I didn't get a stamp.
Yeah, it was just because we were leaving and coming back.
Not me wanting a stamp.
And so I asked the guy when he was giving the stamp, I was like, oh, what is it? Because I couldn't really tell when he was doing it. He was like, I don't know. I think it's St. Mary. And I'm like, what? And so I look down after I walk away and it literally looks like a grenade. And I'm like, that's really weird. I'm like, he literally said this was Saint Mary and it's a grenade. And then I'm in the bar like 20 minutes later, and I look up, and it's like their logo, and it looks like a walrus, I think it is, and I'll post the pictures, but like it's like
it's their logo.
Yeah,
and he said he didn't know.
He said he didn't know and thought it was Saint Mary.
I can't.
But Taylor thought that was super funny in the
moment.
moment.
That honestly is pretty funny.
Okay, cool.
But it also is definitely fucking Siri's bitch ass.
It's okay, I'll fix it.
No, that is funny. And yeah, I was just so wired. I was thinking everything was so funny. I was thinking the fact that I went out and stole your weed pen and your phone charger was the funniest thing ever. I was like, I'm so annoying for doing
I can't believe I didn't wake up. I guess I really did pass out.
Well, it was like in the kitchen. It wasn't like right next to you.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was just laughing hysterically at everything. Oh, and then I thought I was so funny. I don't know, like I was kind of like going back and forth because I thought that night that I was so funny how I was being so mean to every boy that came up to us. And then the next day I was like I don't need to be like being mean to people. But then I was thinking, if you literally spread the slightest kindness in a bar setting, they don't know how to act. So
no,
I stand on my actions.
Kelly was showing kindness to someone and then said something about her being engaged, and man walked away.
Oh my God.
1 minute later.
So
they
fast.
were talking for like 20 minutes.
Oh my God. Yes. So like these people come up and it's like, we're a group of 4 girls. The second we get in there, I'm like, oh my God, everyone in here is a man. I'm going to die. And so it's like, and like only one, well, I guess, I don't know. There's technically, I don't even know, one single person in the group.
One single and looking.
And it's like, if we were all taken immediately, it's like, I'm very quick to just be like, none of us want to talk to you. Like, I'm not trying to waste your time. We're here to hang out with each other. But like, I'm not trying to shoot somebody down when like there's somebody that could be maybe interested. But I'm not being friendly, like when they join and when they're trying to speak with me, you know what I mean? Like it's just like I'm being very like I don't really care.
You were being choosy. There was a couple of people you let talk to you for a little
while.
Well,
that's what I'm saying.
And then some of them, she immediately just put her hand up in their face. That I was feeling a little bit bad about.
Yeah, that was the one that I felt bad about too. But we were literally on the middle of the dance floor, and he was like really, really tall. Hold on, wait. Let me finish telling my one story.
Okay.
So basically, I was kind of being not that kind. And then this guy continued to stay around and talk with us. And so then I was like, oh, cool. So I talked with him for a while because I was like, okay, he's like not threatened by me being kind of rude to him. And then 2 seconds after saying something about being engaged, he walked away. And I was shocked because I just thought at that point you already knew I didn't want anything to do with you.
Yeah. You know what I loved is when you were like, oh, I'm going to try and be like a good friend and not just ignore these men. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to promote my podcast when I do talk to them, because it was just like, okay, if I'm having to talk to you, I might as well talk about myself.
I don't know how it kept coming back to the podcast.
I think you immediately, this first thing, like, we have a podcast. You should listen to it. Do you want to see? Like, don't we seem like we have a podcast?
I don't remember saying that. I just remember being like, give me your phone. I don't know why we didn't end up being able to rate us 5 stars on Spotify.
It wasn't loading until you went into the notes app, and that's when she wrote the thing. We'll put the picture here. She wrote a note saying to listen to the Intellectual Airheads because we're pretty or something.
Yeah, which we should have just been talking to the girls, but there was literally no girls in that bitch.
Yeah.
But I thought that when that guy came up to me, oh, you're right. The guy came up to me on the dance floor and said that thing about my hat, and I just completely turned my back. I didn't do the hand. The hand is rude. You don't need to do that.
You don't need to do the hand.
Why did I do? When did I do that?
It was a very random person.
Oh.
Like you put the hand, so they didn't say anything else.
That's kind of mean.
I kind of loved it.
But at the same time,
I didn't want to be talked to.
And it's like, this is what you have done to us. Like the men, and maybe not that man specifically, but like, this is a trauma response.
Yeah.
This is actually Darwinism of, what's it called? Evolution and survival of the fittest is actually what I was doing.
Okay.
Talks with the hands. The OG little saying. But yeah, so then I was just like violently ill the next day, and I'm not drinking for a long time. I drank every day.
I know. I
forever.
sent you those like vitamins though, that like I think maybe if we're like just a little smarter about before and after we drink, we can still drink.
Oh my God. But okay, this is the thing is like I took those few months off drinking, and then I just like started drinking very intentionally, and then my recent times I haven't been drinking because I've wanted to have been drinking because that's just been the situation.
Yeah.
And when you sent me that TikTok, it was like a TikTok of this girl talking about how she uses these 3 vitamins, and she literally had 43 drinks one day and wasn't hungover. When she started, I know for sure. Okay. But when she started listing all the different drinks, just hearing that was making me feel sick. Like, it's just nothing in me right now wants to drink. Not even just thinking about hangover. Yeah. Just like the thought of actually sipping alcohol is like not a positive feeling in my body right now.
When she was naming all those things, I was like, oh my God, I would love to not have to like make sure that I'm drinking the same thing. Yeah. I'm like, oh, that sounds so nice, being able to have a glass of wine and then a margarita and then
an espresso martini and then a mimosa. And then,
like, I wish.
Yeah, I know. Sometimes I'll like randomly drink like that, and it's like, bro, what?
I know, I do too, and it's like I've learned my lessons so many times, but then it's like just sometimes what's around and what I want, and then
what you want in that moment.
Yeah,
what's offered.
It's like, okay, whatever.
Yeah, but yeah. So I think that, like, I told myself that I'm just like gonna go back to my intentional drinking, but I'm probably gonna not drink at all for like a month or 2 just to like get back to like reset. Not like being in fun situations and not drinking again. But I think that if I go skiing and I really want a beer after that will be my one time.
Yeah. There's been 2 times recently, which like, I know this sounds bad, but like I've never really gone out and not drank. And there's been 2 times recently where I didn't, and I enjoyed it. But I definitely don't think I was like, maybe this is bad to say, but I don't think I was having as much fun.
Oh my God, I might have made a huge mistake.
What?
Okay, I thought our video wasn't recording, but it is. You didn't have as much fun when you weren't drinking. Yeah, of course not. Of course not, because those spaces are designed for
it's because those spaces are designed for being drunk.
Where it's like, I mean, and I like keep going back and forth on this because it's kind of just like the Goldilocks brain and the weirdness, where it's like I had so much fun going out that night, but I also would have had so much fun staying in, waking up and riding the mountain the next morning, like when it was snowing and everything, or just like feeling okay. Like, if you want to go out, it's really hard. Like, for me, it's just really hard not to drink, but I'm someone that's so down to stay in that it's like, okay.
Yeah.
Like, we'll just do that. But
yeah.
But yeah.
I don't know. I just think because like I do stay in so much, like I should go out too.
Well, I think you just like going out. Like, you just like going out as like a person.
Yeah, I just like new experiences and talking to people.
Yeah, you like going out. I'm like, I like to be in my safe home where I know how everything's gonna go.
Yeah.
And I can wear what I want. But I also like to go out, obviously.
Honestly, I feel like you like picking out outfits. I'm like, picking out outfits to go out is like one of the reasons that makes me not want to go.
Oh, no, yeah, that's my biggest motivation when I am going, but it's also stressful.
I want to wear a hoodie everywhere and leggings. If I could wear that everywhere and it'd be acceptable, I would.
Well, that's why you live in Colorado, I guess.
Yeah, that was a draw to here.
Yeah.
I always said I lived in New York and could never wear my tie-dye t-shirts. Like, it's not even a color there. And here, it's like the dress code.
Oh, then it is. No, I know. I literally am like fucking best dressed for Collins. And it's like, I do not, like, obviously I have my fashions, you know, but it's not like I'm like somebody that has very good fashion sense and is cutting edge and like has like a strong talent. It's just like I put 5 seconds of thought into it. Yeah. And no one else does. Everyone just thinks about functionality, which I love. I think that it's good for me to think about those things. You know what I mean? Like, it's good for me to have more functionality involved in my wardrobe, which I have done.
Yeah, you have. This could be a bad segue into someone else told me last night I looked like Paige Sorbo, or I acted like her. They reminded whatever.
Oh my God, you didn't text me?
No, I was busy, and so I just forgot about it until earlier.
Oh,
but yeah, last night again. She's like, does anyone ever tell you Paige Sorbo? And I'm like, yes, actually.
What's the next thing after that?
I said, I was just like, do you know her? I was just said, it's so funny. A few of my tables have
said this
almost
to me.
like every 2 or 3 shifts.
Yeah.
Someone at my tables will say it to me now.
It seriously feels
and
like you're lying now.
So I told her that, and then I was like, do you know her from Summer House or Giggly Squad? Because I like to know.
I was going to say, you need to ask everyone that.
Yeah, and she said Giggly Squad, and I said, oh, well, I have a podcast that's super similar. And I told them, and everyone loves the name. I love saying the name to like a group of people that don't know it.
I know, and their reactions.
It is really so good. I love Intellectual Airheads.
You need to tell them to subscribe to our YouTube.
Okay. Subscribe to our YouTube.
Subscribe to our YouTube, bitches.
I just like them like wherever you want to listen.
I know, that's true, but it's just
I'm not like this random like customer like, okay, whip out your phone.
I know, but I literally would do that. I was doing it to the people in the bar.
I mean, that's so different than like a customer at a restaurant. I have to be a little bit professional. I'm already plugging my podcast.
I know, I'm just like so upset because there was like one group of girls when we were leaving that I really wish I could have gotten to about the pod. I'm like, that's literally what I do when I go out now.
Yeah.
I just talk to people. It's like the best demographic. I know, it's the best. I know, we were coming downstairs. Ian's like, okay, you're going to work. Yep. What about it? I was going to see how long I could be silent.
Oh my God, that's not what you should do in this situation.
If you start saying anything,
you can be silent. I've carried this episode. You need to put in some work now. I said I might not be able to do it because you got me so high.
I literally didn't do anything. She's acting like, I know, like this episode turned into like a really weird combination of like substance use.
Whatever.
I don't know.
We're real.
I don't know, you guys. We're just a little bit confused. Holiday season is over, but I'm still feeling weird. But I'm feeling better.
A little bit. It's having a lingering effect.
That's what I'm saying. It's it's having a lingering effect. I think I just need to get through the whole month of January now until I restart. And then I need to get through Ian's birthday. And then I just need to get through 2025.
And then you're 30.
And then I'm 30. Fuck. Oh my gosh. No, it's all fine. It's all good and it's all exciting. But I do need, okay. So when you said something, because me and Amanda went to lunch before this, you said it was on theme of something. I thought you were going to bring up like another like birthday theme that you saw.
Oh, I have no idea.
Okay. I'm like not speaking English.
Okay. No, but Kelly thought of like a really awesome, like cool name for my birthday party, which I don't think I'm going to announce just yet.
Oh, yeah.
But because I'm thinking I might not even be able to do it until next year. It might have to be my 30th because my month of May is already booked and busy. And I'm just like nervous about planning something for my birthday. I mean, I could maybe have it a little bit after my birthday and like make it work still and not have it be as extravagant as I have it played out in my head right now.
Yeah, and like it's gonna possibly be, and so it's like you start and then you have somewhere to go. You know what I mean? Sure. You don't want to and then go backwards.
For sure.
You never that.
Be a yearly thing.
Never that.
My birthday.
Yeah.
I'll keep you updated.
I know. I'm really excited.
I'm really excited too. Kelly's the best.
That's so kind. Maybe if anybody like wants to pay me to think of Instagram captions or names for their businesses, let me know.
Yeah. It's a gift. She truly has a gift.
We love it. Okay, well, we love you guys.
Yeah. Love you in this old-fashioned Coca-Cola cup.
No, we literally live back door to a restaurant. Ian was at that restaurant and just walked home with the cup in his hand, like not noticing that he fucking did that.
I kind of like those cups though. They're pretty iconic.
No, they're amazing.
Yeah, I have acid reflux, so I have to drink my Alka-Seltzer.
Okay, she's creating awareness for the acid reflux girlies.
Yeah, I'm not sure what it is or what's going on, but
you're just becoming me.
Testing the waters, literally, to see if Alka-Seltzer helps.
Testing the Alka-Seltzer waters.